guys, welcome back. I kind of like doing that. I think I'm going to do a my own video. Um, so hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let me get comments in here. Okay. If anybody like to come out and just talk, hi, B, this F, this AF. I hope I'm saying that. Today I'm covering up Bay and Seth. The green team seems like if anybody wants to come up they can. Seems like let's just Seth is being a bit. He's my boy. Nobody else is. Wrong again. And what do you expect to happen, Seth? When you've seen Cindy's playing lawsuits that has no basis to it? What do you expect? You did this to you, not Cutting Chris. Cutting Chris has been so good, being taking so much crap from everybody. Yep. Don't give me. Oh no, it's not King's. It's Seth's team. It's Tony's fault. Leon knew that Tony wasn't good. That's why a lot of people left the case the first time because of Tony. And the stupid ass MF stupid 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 Bruno Bays tapping and she's going to rewrite history. Give me a second. I'm gonna go to my post that I just posted. I posted it, then I took the post and I said, oh shit, I didn't I edited the video, but I didn't change the sound, the rate of the sound, and I didn't put a filter on it. So I took that down and went back into my editing software. Do that. I need to learn how to do that on CapCut. So let me get my poster. I don't know much. I mean, I've been hearing things about PJ and BJ. You know, nasty aspects. Go. Oh my god. Okay. To be honest, and I don't know if my opinion or my statement has changed. I think somebody could not. Because nobody can find him. You can't find bones. I can't believe Seth did this today. I apologize. Why don't you sit down and shut the fuck up? Stop seeing this, seeing these. I want to do maybe a decent person like cover you, but no, you have to be a bitch boy, right, Seth? I just posted this, so Sorry. Put my own children in a box, right? Good. Put this up. Why can't I hear? I couldn't hear it. Up. Hold up. Back it up, Taylor. Oh, because I have
to focus on the investigative side.
Yeah.
The last is losing momentum.
Who's Rich Boy?
With National Missing Children's Day coming up on Sunday, he is raising his voice and
Oh,
demanding
cool.
urgency. News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry
Hi,
outside the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, where
Auntie.
Sebastian's father made an emotional plea today. Caitlin. Sebastian's biological father, Seth Rogers, was deeply frustrated when he spoke with me. He fears the case is going cold.
My son's been missing for 15 months, and they don't care.
Sebastian disappeared in February last year. He was just 15 years old. Initial search efforts involved local police, the TBI, and the FBI, but those physical searches have since shifted to focus on the investigative side. The last press conference on the case was more than a year ago.
I would love to see them actually conducting more searches. I'd like to have some communication on the tips that have come in just with me, so that I know that when a tip comes in, I'm not following.
You don't have to worry about the tips. Leave the tips up to the cops, not to you. I'm sorry, sir. You have no business on taking tips. Bullshit.
Up on what job they're supposed to do.
Seth says only one detective is actively assigned to the
How many detectives do you want? It's been over a fucking year. Sit there and miss me like that. There's other cases, other new cases. Your son's not news. You hire junkies, felons to be at your beck and call. I don't think so.
the case, and that he is often left to chase down the same leads, also sent to law enforcement.
We need more than just one set of eyes on this case, but it all falls on my shoulders to ask.
No, it doesn't. Leave it up to the cops. You can't play. You can't be police on this case. You're too emotional. No.
People to help find my son. My son means something to me. These people.
See, it means something to Katie Papa and Chris. Unlike you, ungrateful, abusive behavior.
To be doing their job.
In his push for progress, Seth says he's reached out to lawmakers and is even drafting federal legislation aimed at reforming how child protection agencies and the Amber Alert system handle missing children's cases.
It's a federal oversight law on places like CPS, DCS, the Amber Alert, getting it redone, and taking it out of people's hands that don't care about the children.
You do care, Seth. Don't you ever not cops. I mean, why are you looking in the police system? You might as well go get a next job. Okay? You might as well stop being a crybaby and go out and look for yourself. You all know you haven't been looking.
According to the FBI, an estimated 460,000 children are reported missing in the U.S. every year. Seth says every one of those cases deserves attention, including Sebastian's.
A parent demands answers. We demand answers because our heart is missing.
Do you have answers? Okay? It makes me think you might have taken him, huh?
He is my world.
That's sad. If that's the only thing, if he's your world.
I need him. I need him back with me.
No, you don't. Clay needs him back. Clay cares for him. This piece of shit right here. Sorry. Got Bayon screaming behind the scenes. No, she is. I'm talking about Seth Lynch. To be honest, he has done nothing but demonstrate from day one. He had kind of okay people, but when he hired that no-nonsense 25 lawsuits, I sold my house for $1 to my parents' house, Tony. Maybe he needs to like up. These people are right now people. My people are for other people. And they have common sense. Unlike this motherfucker here. She's disrespectful, doesn't have a goddamn sense that God gives you. Yeah, I'm talking about you, bitch.
I think I got everything set up now.
So do I, bitch. You're not gonna
Who knows? So anyway,
you're not gonna rewrite history. So stop.
we haven't had an opportunity to speak about Sebastian's case because we had a new case that you guys know has been taking a large chunk of our time.
Speaking about new cases, right? She's been making stuff up. Betty has been lying once again on this case. The poor family is in chaos, and she wants to do a backbone to try to get anything. No, you don't advocate. You hurt feelings. Betty, get this. Leave it alone. It's not even in United States of America. You know, if I was you, I'd be real careful about what you're saying about Sebastian. How can you even think like that? Not a nasty, just number second. You're not a real mom. You've never been a real mom. Maybe for a second, right?
It's nice to see you, Holly. Eve loves
All those people are junkies.
Sebastian's army. We're going to always be part of Sebastian's army.
Sebastian army sucks. You don't know the asses from the truth. All those people can come from my right by the ass. Because Buddy's loyal, Tony's loyal, Seth is loyal.
Army. Sebastian's story will forever be with me. Aw, thank you, Vicky. God bless you. She
You
says
mean
I
for
still
like
stand
now, right?
behind you. Aw, thank you.
Nobody should,
Hearts and hugs and love and kisses.
nobody should be standing behind your ass. Because you don't stand for anything. You don't do any real help. Sorry.
And it's been a little, it's been hard for people in the true crime community. I really, I think, because in my personal opinion, we are all here rooting for Seth and rooting for Sebastian and rooting that something, miraculous happens.
Not us. We're rooting for Cody Prophet and Sebastian and Seth. But mostly Cody. Oh, Seth never sees his kids again. After all the shit that he has proved, Cody better go and got custody of Sebastian.
But when we compare this case to other cases,
and Seth caused us. Nobody wants to talk about this case, right? He made it. Seth has made it. Not Chris and Katie. Seth has made this case that nobody wants to cover it because you might get sued. Because the fucking gun team people think they have any right to do whatever the hell they want. No, you don't. And let me tell you something. You'll never get close to Chris and Cody again. You'll only have a restraining order against Chris, Cody, and Sebastian and Faith. And for you, Smiley, if Chris does have Faith, you better not do anything to threaten that.
We know a huge difference. And one of those huge differences is lack of any noticeable searches. I mean, if a state is a nobody, go look at other missing cases that turned into homicide cases or turned into child custody abduction cases and go look at those. So what does that say? They are constantly
the FBI an estimated 460,000.
Why are we getting so
Oh, she screwed that up.
Hugs and kisses. It's hard for this boy. This is the reason why it pisses me off, honestly. Because
We don't care
Sebastian,
about
on
you.
one hand, he
You
hasn't
can't
been
shut
found.
my us.
One way or another,
You're evil.
despite condition, he hasn't been found. So law enforcement hasn't done the job to bring him home, won't allow anybody to come in.
Bullshit! Blue fucking shit! You have inserted yourself like a tampon to go out the phone, promote hate against the prophets. Okay, my church supports clean Chris, not accept evil ways. But he said up front, just shut the fuck up.
To help them, won't allow the public without intimidating the shit out of them to
That's not true. He did that just for you. Because he had
even
a
try
warrant.
to assist or try to search for it. So let's look at this.
No, let's just for real. They done everything that they need to. You bought jobs and all that shit out at the very beginning of this case. So don't you sit here and say, the cops hasn't done shit. Yes, he have. Every fucking day. And it's for you to sit there and say, oh, the cops haven't. They have. And only one person needs to be on it. Not some other different people.
Who are they really helping? Because from where I'm sitting, they've never been here helping Sebastian.
From what I'm saying, they have. Go touch grass.
And I don't want to knock the good men and women of
Then
Sumner
don't.
County that has worked hard on this case. But at the end of the day, we're here 15 months later with nothing to show for it. So there is that. There's been no communication to the public in over a year from the sheriff.
No needs, okay? You haven't found zero.
There's been no even constructed communication by way of a press release in
Sorry.
over a year. So they've shut the public out. They shut the community out. They shut.
You know why? Because of people like you. People are fucking disgusting bitch like you. Because of your fucking nuts. You're even nuts. Don't sit there and just Katie and Chris. You motherfucking bitch.
Sebastian out. Obviously, we have one hot papa for a father.
He gives a damn. He always been mad because he owes money to people because he filed frivolous lawsuits. You dumbass bitch.
Father, if you guys haven't seen it, let's go ahead and play it.
You know trouble like this. Go out of that bed and go to your home desk, your home office.
Kind of. Excuse me.
I just for you, why are you being the bitch? I tell you, you're a noise bitch, but everything's totally self needing attention. Go for them. How sick do you have to be? You're on the wrong side of history.
Okay. Done
What are you?
with the inaction. And let's call it what it is. It's the inaction.
It's not inaction. You don't know shit. You don't live in Tennessee. Shut your fucking mouth.
Action of Sumner County, and their excuse is always, well, we can't because there's an investigation.
Go! You're not try to public. Excuse me, yo. Oh, you don't, especially you.
There's an investigation. Well, part of that investigation is also finding him.
They can't, babe. Do you not realize they can't? They have no age.
And we've got no searches while Seth is sitting here watching these Nova Scotia kids get all the stops pulled out for them and can't.
He did! Oh my god! He had out the stops at the very beginning. This is not a new case. It's been 15 months. Get over it.
Canada.
The London Killer is just new. May the 5th. Sorry if you can hear that. That's my beautiful, handsome cat. My extra beautiful cat is just hanging out. Nick! You want to stop? Stop!
And here he is in America, in Tennessee, and he can't even get people off their butt to go out and do.
He did when it first came out. The case is getting kind of old. There's no one else to cover this case because every time we do, you got two trigger fingers over there.
Targeted searches based on the data that they've received in from the evidence.
But you don't receive any type of evidence. You don't have any real power.
So what does that say? They are constantly never wanting to answer the tough questions on where are they at in the case. Are they further along? Are they not further along? Are they getting close to an arrest? Are they?
Are you sick? You need to calm down before you get into the next lawsuit.
Identified persons of interest? Have they identified any suspects? Have they gotten forensics from the home? Did they receive their data in? We're not asking them what the information is. We're just asking them, have they received it? And you get crickets.
Nobody owes you the okay and Christian stuff. Nobody owes you answers. Sorry about my cat.
Sumner County has failed Sebastian Rogers and continues to do so every single day that they fail to get out there and act.
It's very bad because she can't freaking let someone through. Learning your place, buddy. You know it doesn't belong in Tennessee.
Actually search for him and bring him home. It's sad this child is missing and he didn't just disappear into thin air and or taken by aliens. Hey, Nola's mom. Nice to see you, love bug. I agree 100%. I agree. Hey, Lorraine.
Ooh.
So I'm very proud of Seth, and I think him standing up and speaking up and having that authority, and standing up and it sounds like he's just having that. That's been my problem is I felt like Sumner County was blowing smoke up his ass. I was very
Cody and Chris is not acting out like him. They are not being bitch babies.
Very appreciative and very thankful that they started communicating with him. But to me, it just seems like they were blowing smoke up his butt, because
like you do Seth every damn day. Let's try this. Let's do this. Let's try to manipulate people. Let's try the Bible. You don't use God for that, honey.
Because we look at all these other cases. If you don't believe me, go look at other missing cases that turned into homicide cases.
Not all cases turned into homicide. That 17-year-old boy from Tennessee got home. You know why? Because he wasn't dead. and somebody didn't kidnap him. How about somebody kidnap Sebastian? I can't do it because I just can't drive, don't have a car, and I don't know. I do want to go to Tennessee, not because of this case though. I still like Christy. What's she about it? Christy. I still like her in the whole family. They're not funny as hell. Before they went to prison, but that's not my fault. And I believe you're innocent.
Or turned into child custody abduction cases, and go look at those. There were multiple searches for most of everybody. And Sebastian gets 8 days, and not one
8 days, excuse me?
stinking day over that. I just...
No, you have much about people going out there. Don't tell my thing. Stop.
I'm just having a hard time understanding.
You can even look at the camera. Must be lying. Must be nice.
In 15 months, how they don't have cell tower hits. Even if
maybe they do, but they're not going to tell us.
It's not during the time he's missing. Just areas that may have been seen, or that the parents may have gone out, or maybe somebody on the other side of the family has gone to. Where is those types of searches? Where were they ever at a desolate area near a lake to fish? You know, where was it? Have they searched that area thoroughly as well?
How about South House, South Fork, everywhere that South goes to hang out and drink?
I just feel like every time we turn around, Sumner County is hiding, and you know how I feel about people that hide. They've got something to.
You're not hiding. That's all in your head. Why don't you go back to life, back to reality? Sorry.
When you run away and you
Hold up. No, you're not going to rewrite the story, Miss Ma'am. She's going to screen stuck, harassed, and touched by you, the people you're going to paying, but as a media junkies like yourself.
You don't have the integrity to address the issues. Nobody's asking for integrity to the case information. I think the whole entire world, is asking for.
Not the green team, not the rule, not the rule, not the rule. Cut it together, listen. Hey.
Is just to show some respect to Sebastian, to give the community and the world an update on the biggest case in that community's history, especially in light of the fact that we just passed the year milestone and you haven't gotten us any closer to justice. It's a damn shame. Sumner County is an embarrassment. I'm sorry.
No, let's say you're the embarrassment. You are the embarrassment because you have inserted yourself like a tampon, crying like my bitch. Now you do go to England, to his work, to his house, in Kempside. Let's not forget that. And you got scot-free. You fucking got scot-free for that shit. It's unbelievable, and
sorry. And I know that there's good men and women in the Sumner County law
so don't knock them.
Enforcement agencies there. So it's not I'm not painting this with the broad brush. The people that are lacking is the leadership. Their leadership is shit.
You're shit.
And until the people of Sumner County are tired of paying for garbage,
you call it.
maybe it's time to start voting differently, because that's the only way you're getting change. You're getting royally screwed
No, you're not.
in that county. And I'm going to say that on my platform. Royally screwed.
In Wilhelm Bay, 18 under is a nasty, manipulated person. I stand behind that.
Royally screwed. You are being failed by every aspect of your government. Every aspect
Not
of your
just by you, because you're on a short life, trying to make yourself bigger than you can. And let me add to this. Nobody wants to give you a baby, Miss Molly Golightly. You must screw it up. Okay? If she ever had another baby, get a nanny. Because that's the only way that child is going to be raised up right.
government. And I mean every aspect of the government, down to the schools, because a counselor for a Sumner County elementary school, counseling our elementary school students and having a complete utter meltdown online because Donald Trump is president. Now, if that's not screaming mental health problem, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I do. It's you. Blah. Say that. No. You got some mental health. You have no proof that they did it. You have no evidence. So, evidence, under you. So, evidence. You motherfucker, you can't. I can just yap.
And then to think that they're counseling our children about proper mental health. So when I say they're being failed by the entire government of Sumner County, that's exactly.
Go get back and spend, buddy. Because you need to. Because you don't know shit about education. You my generation, right? Never been a mom. And I'm happy for that. God made you sterile for a reason.
What I mean. Oh, who's this? Oh, Pamela, thank you. Pamela gifted 5 Bullhorn Betty memberships. If you received your Bullhorn Betty membership, don't forget to tell Pamela thank you. And for those that received your gifted Bullhorn Betty membership, welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club.
God, I know that saying.
So sweet. No, Sebastian. Father demands answers. News lady, not family. Seth is all that Sebastian has ever had.
No!
Amen to that, Jessica.
Jessica,
Amen to that. But it's just so disheartening.
Jessica, you're wrong. He has Chris, his wonderful mother. So don't ever sit there and say that. You're not permanent. You can't permit roast beans. You can't even permit that dog.
You know what I mean? Like, we know that this just isn't right. I feel like this is a
Your idea of school is so bad, so crazy to me.
total, and I mean total failure for Sebastian.
You don't know that.
A total failure. I mean, from the time
You don't give a damn. You just doing this for money. Money, oh.
he was here with us, and his dad knew where he was before any of us knew who he was, or who his dad is, or who his mom and stepfather are.
His dad is a piece of shit, if you ask me. That's my opinion. To have and to speak.
You know, the whole damn system failed. The
Get out of here.
strategical issues that had happened, and logistical issues that were happening behind the scene. And that does happen, so I don't want to knock them for this. You know, they have happening behind the scene. investigation, no problems with law enforcement, no problems with the prosecution. You just don't really get that. And so I anticipate that there's problems. But my biggest problem with these kids and these kids' cases, and I understand teenagers run away, but it is not taking that ounce of prevention.
How are you supposed to prevent a kid from me? If a kid we not sleep and it's not a domestic abuse case, they do. You cannot sit. This is why it don't make sense. You never study child development. I have, so you cannot prevent this.
The ounce of prevention is
How?
what really frustrates me from state to state, because some states do it right and some states just fail all over the place. And what do I mean that? An ounce of prevention. It means getting in there and turning that house into a crime scene, turning their bed.
They have 10 times, buddy. What the fuck are you talking about? Sound like nonsense.
Bedroom or wherever they were last seen. If it was their home, that's what's turned into the crime scene. If it was a parking lot of a store and they're seen on camera, that's turned into the crime. Wherever they were last seen turned into the
Not
crime
making sense.
support. God bless you for that. Bullhorn Betty, crazy family we call guys are showering the whole. But hey, at least we're working, right? At least we're working, and we're working on these cases, and we're bringing attention.
No, you don't look. Let's face it. You're a manipulator. You lie to your friends. You lie to people. You lie about it. Especially this stupid case in Canada. What the fuck, buddy? What the fuck? You don't need to lie. You got your facts wrong. Go do your homework, but you can't.
To the cases that need them the most. Such a nice surprise. And there is some members only content. I don't think I've done a whole lot members only for this specific case, but other cases in the past, there's some content back there that you guys might be interested in. So now, dying to search. This is the one thing we've never done in this case. We were planning on it. We were preparing for it. That's the whole purpose of the June trip, was to get a lay of the land.
No. You're not to his campsite. You're not to his job site. Are you fucking? Let's get real. No, you don't. You're not doxing and harassing. Oops, damn. Okay.
Finding trip. And now we went on this whole little detour where Sumner County, in conjunction, in concert with the Proud Feet and the Bowersox, have used their arms to intimidate people to not search.
Try again. That's not true. Try again. Try again.
For this boy. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Who Dat and Show Poodle. Who Dat just gifted 10 Bullhorn Betty membership.
We don't kill.
So that's really all I have. We all know the details of the case. If you're new to the case, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, let me go through the Reader's Digest version and let me go through what I truly think happened. Now that I am free to speak, and hashtag Chris Proudfoot, hashtag Katie Proudfoot. Just saying. Just saying. And don't worry, that was prepaid. The girls from earlier had already prepaid the cuss jar. Just saying. Okay, so that was prepaid. I just want to let you all know. Okay, you didn't think I was keeping track. Well, I was. I was keeping track there. I was keeping track. So.
What happened? What happened? Come on. Sorry. Hi, Turbo. Nobody cares.
Teen vape. Oh my goodness. Stay out my way. Stay out my way. So, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers disappeared from his home on February 26th, which I believe he disappeared on February 25th, but I do
It
believe he
doesn't matter.
disappeared from his home. He allegedly, they got back at the house after being out for a day. They went to BJ's earlier that day. They came home. They stayed at home for a little while. Then they went to Stripes and Spares, which is a local bowling alley. The bowling alley was having tournaments, so they decided to play on the video games there, and then they went over to a steakhouse. They got to the steakhouse a little bit before 6 and left there around 6:22, pulling out of the driveway at 6:25 at night on February 25th. It's alleged that they arrived at home around 7 a.m. Sebastian took the trash out. Allegedly, he came in, no word of what they did from the time they were in the house to the time he went to bed, but they came into the house and he was in bed by 9 o'clock. And we don't hear anything from 9 o'clock to 9:43, but around 9:43, Katie calls Chris. They stay on this telephone call for an extended period of time. Around midnight, she goes to bed. Obviously, Chris would be going to bed at the same time, allegedly, if he was on the phone with her and they both got off at the same time. There's some inconsistent statements here. But
No, there's
they were
not.
alone in the house, just Sebastian and his mother, Katie Proudfoot. There were lights out in the common area
You don't know that. So,
coming, and it appeared coming from
no.
the side of the Proudfoot home to a car when it's been enhanced, and we've got hindsight in here. We got a few
Not professional video editors. So let's not go to.
few people in here that have had their hands at enhancing those videos there. At enhancing
You can't even show the facts.
that large blob being carried out is Sebastian.
You don't know that. Are you fucking me up right now?
Their clip from. It is a blob carrying another large blob out. And it is my belief that that large blob
You believe isn't facts. No, it's not. Shut up, babe. Shut the fuck up.
carried out is Sebastian. Now, for what I truly believe happened in this case,
I don't want to hear your mouth.
from on my face, you don't see a bruise around my Adam's apple that's yellow or purplish or changing colors. You don't see that, but you do see the line, the shadow. She just got so resentful.
Hold up. This is why I'm getting mad. That dumpling that he's saying, I believe you or not, but I believe it came from Seth. He has the history of abuse. Not Chris, not Kane. Just say a plan.
But to me, the way things look to me with the timeline is it appears something that was unintended happened, and that happened around that call to Christopher Proudfoot. I truly believe Katie lost her stuff on him, or again, may have planned it.
I'm like, you did your husband and your mom? You should know something about that. Right, baby?
I don't know. I know in that optimism,
That was from his father. So trust and believe. You can't pin that on. If it was on Sebastian, no, because it would have turned purple or something like that. I don't know.
And here's a prime example right here. You see where the light's coming from on my face.
No.
And so if you look at that time, to be there at between 6:30 and 6:45, because we know for a fact that's when you got to that job. There's nobody that's going to convince me otherwise, because I know for a fact what I heard the people at that job site tell me, and I absolutely believe Silver's on the scene when he went up there and did the same thing. Train operators for other subcontractors for that job. And I believe they would come together to cover one another's butts. So that.
No, not like this. Katie never kill her son. Neither let Chris.
Put second generation on the table when I originally thought.
But you're wrong, so shut the fuck up.
That there's nobody that would jeopardize that little dose of reality and medicine right there.
Say it.
Crazy, because we're watching this, but we got to see them, and they are nasty. When they.
You're nasty. Sorry. You didn't teach you manners.
Veins popping out of her freaking neck. Like, you. How many times has Sebastian been pointed at?
No.
No man's worth all that. But Katie has stopped smoking for this man, and Katie has gotten rid of the.
Shut up. Sebastian was her son. She carried him. She raised him for 15 years. Never did shit. So, lucky he's not brain damaged by himself.
Thorn in the side, in my opinion.
No, that's Seth's story. Don't talk to poor Katie. You're not Katie Sprinkle. You know what? You made Katie? Though you're fucking better. You should be ashamed.
For this man. She allowed this whole entire family to just.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I'm really surprised that Jennifer C. in these videos, and trust me, there's been multiple people that have enhanced the videos, has enhanced the lights on the videos.
But you're not professionals. See, only professionals knows how to really get a clear pictures. Unlike these idiots. Oh, I got it off of YouTube. Blah, blah, blah. Even Justin. Oh my God. Sorry, I haven't been watching him. Let me see who's on. Oh, Queen Bee's on. Sorry. Oh, look. We don't kill. You just being a baby. Sorry. Good suggestion. Because I can substitute pictures. No, my. Getting on there.
And everybody's coming out with similar results. Okay, that's the part that's hard to miss. How does she not know where her son is?
Because
if somebody doesn't know where their child is,
he got up and left. He's 15, not 5. Just like a couple of ago, I think they did it. I really feel like this person kind of did it, but for this case, no. Then I didn't talk about the kid. Then I didn't love him and miss him. Seth wants to control him.
That's supposed to know where their child is. To me,
he has real brain, good skull.
That's neglectful, among other things.
So,
yet here they sit.
But it's a kind
not one cuff around them. I go in there to look for the stepson. They don't like what I say on. If somebody doesn't know where their child is, that's supposed to know where their child is, to me, that's neglectful,
No.
among
No.
other things.
No. No.
Yet here they sit,
She put him.
not one cuff around them. I go in there to look for
Pause. No. When he said to go, when she said to go back, he went to bed. That's the last place that he went. He made this kid out to be a dumbass, and he's not. Stop. Second of all, Katie is not great, not suffers, in my opinion. He needs grateful. He just gave him his goddamn medicine. That's medicine nugget. And Chris and Katie know that, and so does Seth. And Chris and Katie know they can get him his ass for that.
the stepson. They don't like what I say on my own channel.
No, bitch. You went to the house, you went to the place of Chris's, and then you were trying to get him fired. He also went to his campsite. So don't sit there and lie.
Talking to my own audience, they can arrest me
For harassing, doxing, stalking. This is not about it, it's about Sebastian.
but they can't arrest these people that put this medically needy boy's life in pure hell. His last days here.
You don't know that. Quit saying that because it's not true.
Before he just so happens to disappear yet again under their watch. And let me end with this little snippet. Every bad thing that has ever happened to Sebastian.
It's not Katie's fault. Katie did get him help. Katie did take him to the doctor. Katie did get him to a therapist. Seth was the problem. Seth was the fucking problem. He got mad at the therapist, thinking the therapist doesn't know what to do with a kid, even though Katie has been through the Navy. The doctor probably been through 4 years of college, plus 2 more years to get a master's. It takes 4 years to get. My cousin was trying to get a degree in counseling. So I gotta know that. The college thing. 4 years plus 2 years to get a master. So I don't think you're considering Chris life. Can you?
From him being essayed
Again, it's not her fault, it just happened.
to all of this, including his incontinence, has happened under their watch, not his father's then. Every single bad thing that has happened
No, you can't put down Katie. No, man, you can't.
to Sebastian
No,
in
ma'am.
his entire life has
No.
happened under Chris and Katie's watch. Every last one of them. And that I find highly disturbing. All right, guys.
Go back to reality because you're not in reality. You're not want to face the facts. You do not want to face the facts. Baby Hood, how fucking dare you? It's not okay fault. You don't have the right to sit here and say that. You're a bitch, you're conniving, liar, you must manipulate, and vile as fuck, my girl. Go fuck. Go sit and get bed and go get bed. Because my girl, you're not a matter. You're not a fucking matter. And God knew he'd be a bitch to your own goddamn kids. God knew shit. That's why he's still a bitch. Go on with yourself. Just imagine such a rosy eyes. Let's see. Can't do him, but
You would think that
straight him mouth. You can stand the truth. This sorry Grammy.
this is so simple. Why are we at 15 months? Why are we at 15 months? So simple and boring.
People, and I'm not standing up for certain people's actions, but I will say this: Seth is a father, and his emotions, his mental state, the way he chooses, if this is a father. And don't get me wrong, I don't want people to see it. There's no reason for people.
Hold on.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me
How
find it.
Katie is that you don't see.
I'm tired of himself. I'm sorry, but I have to get this out here. Okay, let's see my avatar. My avatar. See, yes, fuck baby. Fuck, so. It's a beautiful night. Have a safe beautiful night. It's a beautiful night. I have to go. I don't know when I'll be back, but I'm hoping soon. Bye.